party of Marathas in Maharashtra. How will the Shiv Senics work this time? Will they have they accepted Mr. Eknath Shinde as their leader, or is there any sympathy for Uddhav Thackeray? And how will NCP perform this time? What is going to be Sharad Pawar's new strategy? Who will win Baramati? And how is a party like the BJP, which used to be a junior partner in the larger Shiv Sena BJP alliance for many years, how has it come to dominate the political landscape of BJP? And will the Modi factor triumph all aspects like this? These are certain questions that get raised every time we talk about Maharashtra politics. I fundamentally believe that if 2019 was about Bengal and UP, 2024 is a lot going to be about how Maharashtra votes. One, because there hasn't been a major election since 2019. And also because there are 48 seats that are up for grabs. This is the second highest number of seats that a state sends to Lok Sabha, right after Uttar Pradesh. And as of now, where are the numbers? In 2019, 23 seats were won by the BJP, 18 by the undivided Shiv Sena, and 4 seats by the NCP. As of now, there are 37 MPs who come from the Maha alliance, and there are about 8 MPs who come from the Maha Agadi alliance. Now, there are 2 alliances that are fighting. The Maha Agadi has Uddhav Thackeray, it also has the Congress party, and it has the faction that is led by Sharad Pawar, the NCP faction led by Sharad Pawar. On the other hand, you have the Maha alliance, which is led by the BJP, and it has Ajit Pawar led NCP, and also Eknath Shinde, who's the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, the faction of Shiv Sena led by Eknath Shinde. Now, these 2 alliances are fighting and contesting the Maharashtra election, and there's been a lot of clamor for seats because all these parties have been allies, foes, friends, and the state has seen a lot of political churn in the last 5 years. While Shiv Sena and NCP have split, the state as a whole saw government change 3 times in the last 5 years. And like I told you, there hasn't been any major election, so nobody knows how the ground looks like. Apart from the Lok Sabha elections of 2024, there is also going to be assembly elections of Maharashtra in November this year. So the political dynamics are changing fast. And more importantly, there are also municipality elections like BMC, which is going to be very important, and also other cities like Pune. To understand how this is going to work, let me give you a short gist of what Maharashtra's geography looks like. You have Konkan, which has Mumbai, the financial capital of India. Then, of course, you have Kalyan, you have Thane, and you have Raigad, which is where the fort of Shivaji is. You have Ratnagiri and Sindhudurg, a seat from where one of the cabinet ministers, Narayan Rane, wants to desperately fight from, and this is also a seat that the BJP does not want to give Shiv Sena, but the Shiv Sena wants it desperately because Shiv Sena has presence in the Konkan region. We move to western part of Maharashtra. You have Pune, you have Sangli, Satara, Kolhapur, Sholapur. This is a district. This is a region where the Congress used to be really strong till 2014, but of course then the BJP came in. Sangli specifically was a seat that saw a lot of clamor for Shiv Sena, that is led by Uddhav Thackeray, released a list of seats which already had the candidate of Sangli. They have fielded a wrestler from there. Congress, on the other hand, also staked claim to the seat, saying that it has won the seat for several times till 2014. In fact, it wanted to field the grandson of legendary leader, legendary veteran Congress leader Vasantdada Patil, Vishal Patil, but of course that didn't work out. And in the announcement that was made on Wednesday, this list that came out of seat sharing that came out yesterday, Sangli has gone to Uddhav Thackeray-led Shiv Sena. And then when you move to Aurangabad, which is also seen as the Marathwada division, you have Latur, which is where Vilas Rao Deshmukh, the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, came from. You have Nanded, which is where the strong man of formerly with the Congress, Ashok Chavan, comes from, but he's joined the BJP, which is seen as an advantage for the BJP. You also have Beed, which is where the Mundes come from, Pankaja Munde and also Dhananjay Munde, her own cousin, who is with Ajit Pawar-led NCP, all of them on the same side right now. You also have the Amravati division, which is where Akola is. Akola is where Prakash Ambedkar, who leads the Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi, VBA, and he's played, he got about 7% vote last time, which is why he's seen as an essential factor who can sort of, who can change dynamics of any constituency. So he's contesting from Akola. It also has other seats like Yavatmal and Washim. And when you go to Vidarbha, you have Nagpur, and you have Nagpur, which is where Nitin Gadkari is from, and of course you have Devendra Fadnavis, the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra. He was a mayor of Nagpur before he actually got into Maharashtra, mainstream politics. And then you also have the northern Maharashtra, which has Nashik, Shirdi, and Dhule and other places. Bid was in Marathwada is where the Maratha reservation movement this time, including that of Manoj Arange Patil, took place. He was on a hunger strike in Jalna, which is where we saw Mr. Eknath Shinde reach out to him. And of course, the government has also agreed to give a certain part of part of the Maratha population the Kunbi certificates. This is also to assuage the Maratha community. Apart from that, why is there so much weight for the Maha Vikas Agadi seat sharing and also Maha Yuti seat sharing? MVA seat sharing is already out. Uddhav Thackeray is going to fight on 21 seats. National Party Congress is fighting only on 17 seats. And Sharad Pawar's faction of NCP fights on 10 seats. That was announced on Wednesday. It came after a lot of delay and a lot of clamor over several seats, including Sangli, Bhiwandi, like I told you, because Shiv Sena also wanted it, Congress wanted it, and NCP also wanted it. You also had a lot of fight for the Mumbai South Central, something that the Sena has finally staked claim on. It's gone to Sena, but Congress had a leader called Varsha Gaikwad, who comes from Dharavi, and she's been an MLA. She's also a minister. She wanted to contest from there. She's seen as a strong face. Now Congress party is going to fight only on 2 seats of Mumbai, which is Mumbai North and Mumbai Northwest, and they've also gotten difficult seats like Nagpur. And Congress leaders have come out and said that it is for the larger cause of saving democracy that the party has shown magnanimity in this. Now Uddhav Thackeray clearly has the edge here. He has had more of a say here because the party is going to fight on 21 seats. Mahayuti Alliance, BJP has already announced 20 seats. We have Piyush Goyal fighting from North Mumbai. That's seen as a safe seat for the BJP. You also have Nitin Gadkari from Nagpur, several names there. You also have Eknath Khadse's daughter-in-law Raksha Khadse and several other people. So Sudhir Mugantiwar, who's fighting from one of the seats in Vidarbha. Places like Chandrapur and Bhandara, Gondia, these are the places that are going to go to polls in the first week of election, the first phase of elections on 19th of April, which is why the Prime Minister is campaigning there. He was in Ramtek, recently, and also in Chandrapur. And the big questions here is, when you look at Lok Sabha, Mahayuti has 37 MPs and MVA has about 8. Now it will be interesting to see how many seats Mahayuti gives to Shiv Sena. If there is, that will show the kind of faith that BJP has in Eknath Shinde. BJP, I'm told, is aware of the kind of gamble that he took to sort of defect from Uddhav Thackeray, because remember, Uddhav Thackeray has legacy. He has the surname and the legacy of Bal Thackeray, but he also faces this question if his party is walking on the line that Bal Thackeray wanted him to. Bal Thackeray was seen as the Hindu Hriday Samrat and somebody who did not like the concept of secular politics. But it'll be interesting to see how the Shiv Senics respond. Mahayuti has seen a lot of clamor for seats that are seen as traditional bastions of Shiv Sena, like Kalyan, Thane, and also seats of Mumbai. BJP is putting its foot down and making it clear that it is the dominant partner here, but at the same time, it does not want to antagonize its allies. So we are told that it could be giving around over 12 seats to Shiv Sena, and also about 5 to 6 seats to NCP. The NCP is fighting a different battle because it is a prestige battle of Baramati that is on top of it NCP's mind, because you have Sunetra Pawar, the wife of Ajit Pawar, contesting against sitting MP Supriya Sule, the daughter of Sharad Pawar. Courts have already looked at this whole symbol war between NCP and between the factions of NCP and Shiv Sena. NCP led by Ajit Pawar has a new, has the old symbol, but Sharad Pawar has the symbol of a man blowing turha. But Ajit Pawar has been strictly asked not to use pictures of Sharad Pawar in his campaign. Uddhav Thackeray will be using the flaming torch elections, is what we've been told. Remember, the assembly elections are also slated to happen this year. National issues is what the BJP is focusing on: abrogation of Article 370, Ram Temple, and welfare schemes, and also large infra projects for Mumbai. Remember, the Prime Minister was there about a month ago, inaugurating the Atal Setu, which is seen as the longest sea bridge of India. So he's been talking a lot about infra development of Mumbai, reducing transit time, increasing connectivity, whereas the MVA is talking about local issues, unemployment, and other aspects, including giving support to the Congress promises of caste census. Now, one more important factor here is the MNS led by Raj Thackeray that has announced its unconditional support to NDA. Raj Thackeray, a vocal opponent of North Indian migrants that could hurt the BJP, has now in the last few years turned completely, slightly different. He's been focusing on the Hindutva-led policies of the BJP, including some ideological promises and reality like CAA and NRC. In fact, he was one of the politicians who held a rally in support of NRC. So he has come out and said that he'll be supporting the NDA, and he has also asked his cadre to prepare for assembly elections. So that will be interesting to see how that works out. But the major question here is, will Eknath Shinde emerge as the unilateral leader of Shiv Sena? Will the Shiv Senics come out in huge numbers to support his party? Is there a sympathy for Uddhav Thackeray that will show, that will reflect on ground, and we'll get to know on the 4th of June? And more importantly, will the Modi factor, triumph all these aspects that I'm talking about? And will Maharashtra see yet another change in political equations after the 2024 Lok Sabha election?